What's going on, everybody? It's Michael Lindell. Excited that you guys are taking the opportunity to join us today for this new episode on credit to wealth. Guys, listen, it's going to be one of the most important things that you want to ensure that you have before you decide to build wealth for you and your family. You know, credit is very important to your wealth building. If you don't have credit, you will not, my friend, have money. All right. So I want to thank you guys for joining us for this next episode. This next episode is going to be very important. I want you guys to stick in. I'm not going to be long, but I want you guys to stay tuned in. All right. If you have not liked and subscribed to this channel, I want you guys please subscribe, please like, please leave a comment, good or bad. Because that's the only way in which we can continue to do this thing and continue to get better for you guys. So please continue to show your support, share this content with your family, with your friends, and all that jazz. But I was away for about, almost a week and a half, almost 2 weeks. So I apologize for not being able to pour back into you guys' lives with content. I do apologize about that, but I am back. I am back in the flesh. I went down to Florida, looked at some real estate, trying to buy some real estate out there in Florida. So I just want to say thank you to everyone out there that's been patient. All right. But we're talking about how to get to this bag. All right. We're going to talk about how to get to this bag. Let's get back on track with getting to the bag. Let's talk about that. So credit for me. When I first grew up, okay, I didn't have this information. I did not have good credit. As a matter of fact, I suffered repossessions. I suffered eviction notices. I suffered all of that stuff, which completely tarnished my credit, made it so hard for me to come back. But one good thing about credit is that it is multi-dimensional, meaning that if your score goes down in value or goes down in points, all right. Right. If it goes down, if you can see that, if it goes down in points, then throughout time, because time is here, through time, you have the ability to increase it. All right. So that's the beautiful thing about credit. You can suffer a loss here in your early life, but you will always have time to make the credit up. That's the beautiful part about credit. Just because your credit score is in the 500s, I don't know if it's in the 400s or 300s, but if it's in that range, then you could always pull your way back up. So be encouraged. I want you guys to be encouraged. Don't matter where you're at right now. Stay tuned. All right. Because I'm going to show you guys how to use this wealth, man. I'm going to show you guys how to build this wealth through credit. All right. So three ways to build wealth through credit. All right. 3 ways to build wealth through credit. All right. 3 ways to build wealth through credit. The first way is going to be through leverage. All right. Leverage. It's one of the most important things in real estate or in any business or in any investment. Leverage is going to be your friend. All right. And the lower your score, the lower your leverage. Okay. And the higher your score, the higher your leverage. I'm trying to keep this very simple for you guys because it's just that simple. Lower the score, lower the leverage. Higher the score, higher the leverage. Why do we want to leverage? We want to leverage. You know why we want to leverage? Because leverage will allow us to, let's just say, for instance, and I got this scenario here. Let's just say we wanted to buy a $500,000 home. Okay. Let's just say we wanted to buy this $500,000 home. 30 years, we're going to do a 30-year fix on that loan at a 5% down payment, right? 5%, because your credit is low. All right. This is the scenario for 5%. And when I refer to anything low, I'm talking about anything below a 740 credit score. OK, but we're going to stick with 5%, right? Because you could probably get you a loan for 5%. with a low credit score, believe it or not, which is crazy to me. It's still low, relatively low, because back in the 90s, this interest rate was about 10 to 12%, right? So it's much cheaper now than ever to own real estate. But for this scenario, let's just say you had bad credit and you're at 5%, okay? Your monthly payment on this loan, right? On this loan for 5% is going to be about $2,700 per month. That is correct. If you had a, let's see here, let's do a 740 credit score, and with a 740 credit score, you can get you a loan of 3%. This is at a 3%. I'm gonna just show you guys. I want you guys to see, because this is how serious it is. 5% interest versus a 3%. Not interest, I'm sorry. 3%, I'm sorry, yeah, interest on the loan. 5% interest on a loan because your credit score is bad credit. You have bad credit. And this is good credit over here. Okay. So 3% will get you a monthly payment of $2,100. Okay. That is a $600 difference in monthly payment. And because it is $600 monthly payment, we got to multiply that times 12, right? Because we're going to do that yearly, because I want you guys to understand just how serious it is. So monthly, that's $7,200. And let's just say you stayed in the home for 30 years, which you're not going to do. You're going to end up overpaying, yes, overpaying, because you didn't have to use bad credit to buy this $500,000 house. You could have used good credit. And this, my friend, would have saved you $200,000 over the course of 30 years. Had you have taken $216,000 over 30 years, okay, at a rate of, say, 8%, if you just put that into the stock market, okay, let's see here, 216,000 times 8%, 16,000. Just, I mean, if you just would have kept it, still probably wouldn't have did much of anything, even in the stock market, but you would have made $233,000. And this is what you could have saved just by having good credit, by making payments on time, by keeping utilization low. You would have saved $233,000. Now, you may say, well, Mike, well, I could have saved that. But what else could I have done, right? What you could have done is now what we could have done, right? But we can't do it because we have bad credit. But if we had good credit, this is how you're building wealth right now. Now what we can do is take this $233,000 and now we can buy another asset over here, okay? And when we buy this other asset, because again, we're talking about leverage. Now we're able to leverage just $233,000 to buy close to $1 million asset over here. Okay. This is what the wealthy do to build their wealth. Bad credit, 5% on that loan, that monthly payment would be $2,700 versus good credit at 3%. That monthly payment would be $2,100. The savings per month would be $600 over the course of 30 years. That would have saved you a total of $233,000 that you could have then taken and invested it in $1 million asset and leveraged the asset. Okay. Leverage this asset like a real estate deal. Let's just say we did real estate here. and then our tenants pay down our debt. Okay, this is the tenants paying down our debt for us. We're going to also get appreciation. I can keep going with this thing because I love this. So good. So good. Debt pay down by our tenants, which by definition is going to increase our appreciation. And now, my friend, we are talking about serious wealth. This is not a joke. This is not a gimmick. It's nothing else. But this is how you leverage. Now, the second reason why you want to have good credit is because of this. Now, some of you guys know this already. OPM. Okay. Other people's money. You never, ever want to use all your money to put down on any deal. The only way to wealth is by either being a business owner or being an investor. I talk about this all the time. There's only two ways to amass wealth. It's by being an investor or being a business owner. And in any situation, you don't want to use your money to buy these assets. You want to use other people's money. Why do we want to use other people's money? Because number one, it limits, exposure to our wealth. Okay? It limits your exposure to wealth. So when you're out there looking for money, you're out there looking for investments to buy, you may say, well, look, I don't want to use my money, because if I use my money, then that means that I'm 100% at risk, right? The name of the game is to, and I learned this from Ray Dalio, when you are diversifying and when you're building wealth, you want to keep your risk down and low as possible. So the lower your risk and your ability to save money while you are investing, right? This is the formula. This is the incubator of how you build wealth. So we're going to use other people's money because we don't want to use our own money. We want to limit our exposure as much as we possibly can. Okay. But guess what? These people are not going to give us any money if we have bad credit. Because now what does that mean? If OPM will not give us money, then that means that we have to use our own. And if we use our own, then we are 100% liable. We are then 100% liable for whatever deal we're going to do. Okay. The beauty of credit is the fact that I can use other people's money to throw into an asset, and then the cash flow that generates from this $1 million investment, guess where it comes to? This is you. This is cash flow. You see the leverage? Our savings, the money that we just saved, and now mind you, everything started through good credit. This is why credit starts first. This 3% credit, this good credit score that I had here, garnered me $250,000, which I then leveraged again. I leveraged my credit first, and then I leveraged my savings because of my good credit. And then I leveraged this $250,000 to roll that into $1 million asset. Okay. Which then made it possible for me to leverage this $1 million asset and have the people that's occupying my real estate or whatever an investment class is to pay down your debt of the amount that you owe, or the amount that, the amount that you owe back to the bank. Okay. The banks love you. You're building a relationship with the banks now. So as you continue to build relationships with lenders, lenders are going to want to give you more and more and more money because they're like, listen, this guy's good. This girl was good with money because we always get our money back. We get the appreciation over here, right? The appreciation comes when this principal pay down, right? Meaning if you had let's say $100,000 home or asset, okay, and let's just say you paid down, say, $50,000 of the money of the $100,000 that you owed back, right? That means that you have an equity of $50,000, which is like money that you have access to. So, but because we got this $1 million asset and the tenants are paying down our debt, it then forces up our appreciation. By default, it will eventually help us to appreciate. Not really that, but it's also going to appreciate just because real estate always appreciate over a period of time. It always go up in value for the most part. If you're in good areas and good locations and you take care of the property or whatever, this is what you get. And this, I'm using real estate, but you can use this in just about any scenario from an asset perspective. And then it also gives you cash flow, right? So this asset right here, let's just say this $1 million asset, this $1 million asset that we just bought, okay, right over here. Let's just say that this asset was giving us let's just say an 8%. Let's be modest. And let's just say an 8% return. I am about to freak you guys out, okay? Because this is what I love. I love this stuff, all right? So this $1 million asset that we just bought over here, guess what this asset should be generating every single month? $80,000 per month. This is the cash flow, $80,000 right here, okay? Per year. This is what the $1 million asset will be giving us in free cash flow. So you may be saying, how do people get money? How do people build wealth? Why is it that the rich continue to build wealth? Sweetie, okay, my man, they're doing it through leverage. And it comes a point where credit is not even that important once you start to build enormous amounts of wealth. You don't have to use your credit as much because when you buy the asset, the banks are going to look at the asset more than your personal credit. All right, they're going to start looking at the income that your assets are actually generating. So, but you have to start with your credit. You have to start with your credit. Warren Buffett has always said, okay, it's not about how much money you make. It's about how much money you keep. And if you're able to keep more money, guess what? I can do more because I have more. Okay. It lowers your rates. Good credit will lower your rates. All right. So I want you guys, I put this course together for you guys. How to get money, how to build wealth through real estate. I go much deeper. I dive much deeper into how to understand credit, how to fix your credit. If you have bad credit, if you have good credit, this is for everybody out there. This is going to teach you things that a credit repair person is not going to teach you. They're not going to show you because they want to link you. They want to pull your guts out. They want to pull your guts out just because they want your money. They want your money and you're sitting there paying them every single month, right? For something that you can do yourself. Okay. Simple, guys. Pay your freaking bills on time, guys. Pay your bills on time. But there is a system to it. It's repetition. Pick up the course, guys. Pick up the course. It's $47. What I also did, I included the Money Mastery in there for you guys. Money Mastery teaches you how to understand money, how money works, how to multiply money, right? There's no reason to have good credit if you don't know how to understand money. If you don't understand how money works, if you don't understand debt, if you don't understand good debt versus bad debt, if you don't understand appreciation, if you don't understand cash flow, all right? If you don't understand any of this, right, it makes no sense for you to have good credit. So pick up the course. The course is $47. For those of you guys who already took action on that, I appreciate it. We're going to also throw in my book, A New Mindset to Wealth, for you guys. But pick up this course right now. Through the end of how long we're going to do this for? I think it's we're gonna do this for like the next 3 days or 4 days. Okay, so what's today? Monday. So by the end, or by let's say Monday. Let's just go with Monday. All right, let's get people time to get a check, man, because they gotta get a check on Friday, man. So look, get the course, $47. You can get the credit program. You're gonna get the credit workshop. It's about a 2.5 hour program. I put this course together for you guys. And Money Masteries, that's like another 3-hour course. So you're getting a lot of great content, a lot of knowledge. I promise you guys, if you guys watch the video, I mean, you're going to easily make $1 million in your lifetime, multi-million dollars if you really look at it. I'm not making a claim here, but I am telling you guys that chances are very, very good that you will amass that amount of money if you watch and pay attention to the program that I've set. $47. Go get that. All right. This is how you get your money right. Get your money right. Get your money right, guys. Get your freaking money right so that you can live the life that you freaking deserve. All right. Peace out, guys. Love you.